Welcome back to the Vandy Sports Podcast. I'm Joey Dwyer. He's Billy Derrick, and we've got a quarterback controversy on our hands. Diego Pavia, Mexico State quarterback, threw for 2,973 yards last year, 26 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, played under Tim Beck and Jerry Kill at New Mexico State, has transferred to Vanderbilt. Julia Cole just did our halftime performance here at Memorial Gym. Vanderbilt trails 41-24. Looks like this one has gotten late early. So we're talking about football, Billy. We'll talk about basketball post-game, but this is big news for Vanderbilt, and I think Vanderbilt has maybe some sort of quarterback competition on his hands. Diego Pavia obviously played at a lower level, but was really good last year, threw 26 touchdowns. Obviously, he's mobile, has some good arm strength, but is a bit erratic at times, as we've seen by the play where his helmet got turned around, he threw it out of bounds, and the photographer caught it. I think that's kind of a microcosm of his game. He's going to be exciting. He's going to be fun. Going to do some things that some guys can't, but is he fully an SEC quarterback? I'm not sure. He's going to be a lot of fun, though, to watch in fall camp. Nate Johnson may have the upper hand, but I think he's got a real chance to start here.
A couple things here, Joey. Number one, Chris mentioned this in our group thread just about 30 minutes ago. And first off, I'm surprised. I did not think Vanderbilt was going to pick up another quarterback. Great player. I mean, at his level. In the Conference USA CSU Player of the Year, 2-time captain. He's a good player, good quarterback. I don't think he has Power 5 size. I don't think he has a Power 5 arm. But he's on Vanderbilt's roster right now. He's on their depth chart. He's in their quarterback room. I will also say, back to what Chris mentioned, he brought up the fact that he was surprised by Pavia actually getting into school. Now, I don't know too much about his academic standing. He could be a really smart guy, but he was at a JUCO out of high school, and then a sort of a lower tier academic type school, not an academically prestigious school by any means at New Mexico State. I think that says something about the admissions process for the football program right now, and a lot of these portal kids. I think they've got 12 guys now out of the portal, which is a big number. They only had 3 last year. And bringing Pavia in, I think, is almost maybe even sort of a contingency type plan. Again, I don't think he's a Power 5 starting quarterback, but we've seen with Vanderbilt quarterbacks, as long as I've been alive and as long as you've covered them, they get hurt. I mean, because of the offensive line they're playing behind. No offense, that's just what happens. Vanderbilt quarterbacks over the years have struggled to stay healthy. I think this is a very smart contingency plan because he has experience, and he has experience in this offense. So I think he can kind of guide Nate along, and if Nate has any questions, if Tim Beck wants him to sort of help teach anything to Nate, Pavia's there. Now, again, nothing against his game. He's a good player. Maybe a character issue here or there as well that I think everybody knows about. Moxie. Somebody texted me that about 20 minutes ago. He's got some moxie. I think he brings a toughness, and he brings a 4th member of that New Mexico State team over to Vanderbilt. First it was Tim Beck, and then Blaze Berlowitz, right? So 2 quarterbacks, the 2 best quarterbacks from their room are now with Vanderbilt. Obviously Jerry Kill, which was made official today. So, Joey, it's an interesting move. Again, Nate Johnson was brought in to be the starter, to be the guy, but that could change. Say Nate gets hurt. Say Nate starts playing poorly. Pavia will be that next guy, at least right now where they stand. I know they got Berlowitz, Dickey. They'll compete. There's 2 freshmen. This is a good quarterback room all of a sudden. I mean, very diverse, too. So it'll be interesting, Joey. Again, contingency, I think, is the better word here. Who knows? I could be wrong, but I still think Nate Johnson is the guy. And for Vanderbilt, you got another player, another solid, experienced player.
Yeah, I think Nate Johnson may have the leg up right now, but I think I'm a little higher on Pavia right now than you are. Obviously, I haven't watched an incredible amount of tape, but I think I look at the Auburn game and I maybe think that they have at least something here. 201 yards, 19 for 28, long of 28, so didn't push it down the field a whole lot, but a rating of 163.5, ran for 35 yards on 8 carries, so just over 4 yards a carry. I think moxie is something that you bring up, and I think that's something that Vanderbilt needs in its quarterback room. I think it's lacked that in the past, and I think just the scheme fit and him being familiar with the scheme is something that maybe even gives him a leg up at times to Nate Johnson, and maybe helps him early in the spring and early in the fall when Nate Johnson is still learning the offense. I think they have 2 guys who are good fits for that offense, and I think Vanderbilt has a chance here to maybe change kind of the character of its offense and add a little more moxie, add a little bit of a new dimension with a running quarterback. I think Pavia has a decent arm. We'll try to fit it into some tight windows at times, but I think they have something here, Billy. I think I'm a little higher on him than you, but I think it's going to be maybe still Nate Johnson's competition to lose, but with Pavia's familiarity in the system, I think they have a really good quarterback room, and I think he could maybe be a factor at some point in that quarterback room. You talk to a lot of people and get kind of diverse opinions about whether he actually has a chance to be the starter. I don't think I'm completely ruling him out yet, but we'll have to see this spring. And again, really nice get. Second half about to start. We have 2 seconds, so thank you guys for watching. We'll go quick. Julia Cole, heck of a job at halftime. Billy Derrick, even better job at halftime. We'll talk to you after the game, maybe with some more thoughts on Pavia, but mostly about this game. It seems like Vanderbilt's heading towards its 4th straight SEC loss and an 0-4 start in league play, but we'll see. Maybe we'll look stupid when you watch this. Talk to you guys later. God bless. Peace.